So what is moral relativism? It's the idea that moral judgments are only true or false relative to some standpoint, like the standpoint of culture or time period or the standpoint of an individual, and that no standpoint is uniquely privileged or more true or more good than any other standpoint. So this definition, found in sources like the Internet Encyclopedia of Philosophy and the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy, this definition reflects a broad scholarly consensus. Now, I've been teaching this for over 20 years, and I've noticed that almost every introductory ethics textbook divides moral relativism into two main types. The first type is cultural relativism, which we'll focus on in this video, and the second type is individual relativism, sometimes called subjectivism. Now, cultural relativism holds that morality is determined by the norms and values of a particular culture. So according to this view, what's morally right in one culture may be wrong in another, and both cultures are equally valid, true, or good, so we shouldn't judge. So if culture A believes eating dogs, wearing earrings, and practicing slavery are good, then those things are really good within that culture. And even if culture B disagrees with slavery, earrings, and eating dogs, then it's still right in culture A and wrong in culture B, and they're both correct because, according to relativism, each culture creates their own valid morality. Now, individual relativism, sometimes called subjectivism, claims that each person creates their own valid moral code instead of each culture. So cultural relativism ties morality to the group. Individual relativism ties it to the individual. It's like everyone's right all the time. What could possibly go wrong, right? Now, in this video, again, I'll focus on cultural relativism. And just to make it clearer, let's look at the excellent definition from James Rachels in his Elements of Moral Philosophy, where he outlines the 6 core beliefs of cultural relativism. And as I go through them, you can see them on the screen. Number 1, different societies have different moral codes. Now, this is sometimes called descriptive relativism, and it's a simple idea that we differ. So in some cultures, eating insects is a delicacy and slavery is good and natural. In others, it's a reason to leave the dinner table or go to war. Number 2, there's no objective standard for judging one societal code as better than another. So the idea here is you can't say one culture's view on marriage is correct, just that it's their view, their truth. Our culture may have a different truth. Number 3, the moral code of our own society has no special status. It is merely one among many moral codes. So this is like saying just because we drive on the right side of the road doesn't make us morally superior to those who drive on the left. There are no superior or inferior moral beliefs according to relativism. There's only different beliefs, to each their own. Number 4, there are no universal moral truths that hold for all people at all times. So what's considered respectful in one society, like eye contact, might be seen as rude in another. The idea here is that there are no common moral truths that flow from pure reason, a common human nature, or a common God, or something like natural law. Okay, number 5, the moral code of a society determines what is right within that society. So if a society thinks taking off your shoes indoors is a moral must, then in that society it is. So morality is completely determined or invented by each culture. And then finally, the last claim associated with cultural relativism is it's arrogant to judge other cultures. We should adopt an attitude of tolerance. So tolerance is often associated with it. So if another culture eats something you wouldn't touch, cultural relativism says, judge less, chew quietly. Okay, so those are the 6 claims associated with cultural relativism, and Rachel says that these claims are logically independent, which means some of these may be true while others are false, or they could all be true or all false. Right? Like the greatest hits album, some songs may not hold up. Okay, now that we have an idea of what cultural relativism is, we're going to look at some of the arguments for it, why people are drawn to it, and then we will critique it.